Hello! Right, turn that down. Even though it's somewhat quiet anyway. Hello! Let me do some little adjustments. There we go, that should be fine. Yeah, hello! We haven't played Dread for a little bit. I was originally going to play Primary Mastered, but then I just realized I haven't played Dread seriously in around a year. And it's been ages since I last played it on here. Like, even longer. And I think that was... The last time I played Dread was, like, I think an internet blip, and I just gave up. So luckily we won't have that here. Hello there. There we go. Oh, I said the thing, chat. Yeah, you have to applaud me. I said the thing. Right. We're not gonna waste all that much time. We're just gonna get right into it. Am I? Yeah, I'll move myself back a little bit. I'll sort that out at some point. Okay. Where's my controller gone? There it is. I have to... Yeah! That probably sounded like hell, I'm sorry. Okay. I want to hear the game. Let's... Where's it gone? Output as well. I think that's a little quiet. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a little quiet. Let's do that. Alright, we're gonna now pause the music. I don't know what you said. Hang on. Now that may be a little loud, but I don't know. Let's see. We're taking a risk. I don't know Portuguese. Sorry. So yeah, we're gonna jump right into Dread. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. I've even deleted the save here, so we completely start from scratch. However, we could still do hard mode. We're not doing Dread mode. I've already done that one. Yeah, we'll do hard mode. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, so English is my my only language. Let's full screen it. How many playthroughs have you played? Too many. It's like 30s, 40s, roughly. Full playthroughs, 100%. Even though my reading won't really help me there. Metroid, a virulent floating organism that drained energy from its prey through physical contact. Wow. Metroids were originally created by the Chozo and named after their word for Ultimate Warrior. Their value as a bioweapon sparked several crises, and as a result, all traces of them have been eliminated. They are now extinct. Oh, look, it's Twitter. X-Parasite, a gelatinous parasitic organism indigenous to the planet SR388. It could absorb the DNA of its host, living or dead, and replicate its form. When infecting a living host, it could even access the host's memories. I'm sure we've, like, all played this, but, you know. X-parasites were driven not by emotion, but by an instinctive need to replicate and spread its increasingly stronger hosts. Two increasingly stronger hosts. So, yeah, that's important for the ending, if you know. Their inability to be controlled marked them as even more dangerous than their sole predator, the Metroids. Like the Metroids, they are believed extinct. Hello, Ruby. Sorry, I'm a bit sniffly. Yeah. Yeah, you know, like hay fever. To be fair, some tweets are more toxic than X-parasites, yeah. With no Metroid surviving on SR-388, it became infested with the X, horrifying parasites that capable of imitating any living being. Unaware of this, I set foot on the planet, got infected, and almost died. Going to finish Prime 3 after stream. I need to play through Corruption as well. Hello, Primal! Yeah, I recently did an entire playthrough of Echoes to capture footage for it. I'd already played through it like a few times, but I needed the field of view more accurate to the actual game, because at some point I'm going to be doing a video on Quadraxis. I need the scale, you know, and playing at higher field of view, it can make it look a little smaller. The only thing that saved me was a vaccine created from Metroid DNA, which also left me uniquely able to oppose the X. This ability was tested immediately when I went to a Biologic Space Laboratories (BSL) research station to investigate a distress signal. Dropped 150 hours on Dread. Loved this game. I think I have about that much. Yeah, like this is genuinely like my favorite 2D game ever. Hi, I enjoy your shots on the suits. Fun to see you live. Thank you. Those will be starting up again at some point. I am in the process of writing a couple of the other ones before we get to Smash, because there are a couple of things I want to cover before then, but I am starting on the Smash Brothers design scripts. There I battled many powerful X forms, including the SAX, which was the X mimicking me in my power suit at full strength. I eventually eliminated the X Menace on SR-388 by setting the BSL reset station on a collision course with the planet. After that, the X and Metroids were just memories, or so we thought. Just when it all seemed over, the Galactic Federation received a mysterious video transmission. Let me know about audio, by the way, like audio levels, if I'm too quiet, the game's too loud, etc. I feel like the game's a little loud. It showed an X alive and in the wild. No kidding, the bloody pollen is kicking in my head with all the headaches. Yeah, I can imagine. I get, like, sniffly. And it doesn't help that I've been sneezing, so then my sinus system is all fucked. Thorough analysis proved the video was real, although the sender was unknown. The transmission was traced to a particular planet. It's fine, this song is a banger. That tells me it's a little loud, so I am going to turn it down a smidge. So we'll do that there. That should be fine. How likely is a graphical update for Switch 2? For Dread, I'm not too sure, actually. I wouldn't be too surprised if it happens somewhere down the line. I only played like half of 3 before getting kind of bored. I don't blame you. It's a little more linear. It's been forever. When's Parasuit review return it? Yeah, like I said, I'm doing the scripts for a couple things before we get to Smash. And I think I recorded the audio for that, but I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. 5D. Yeah, let's not get pedantic. Like, the gameplay is 2D. You know what I mean. It was called ZDR. If the X had somehow escaped extinction out there, they would pose a threat to the entire galaxy. The Galactic Federation dispatched a research team of 7 Emmy to investigate. I forgot how long this bit is. Bonjour, Gregory. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good, apart from being snivelly. And a little tired because I didn't sleep well last night, but that's fine. An Emmy is a large research robot designed to capture field samples and extract their DNA. Their incredible mobility and protective plating, made of the strongest stuff in the universe, practically guaranteed the mission's success. but not long after their arrival on ZDR, all communication was lost. Scary. I say that as if, like, yeah, we haven't played this. Ashoko, do you think Super Metroid or Fusion should get a remake? I know Mercury's team wanted to make a Fusion remake, by the way. If anything, Super could, just to update the controls, but I feel like it should be... I want to see how it would play in, like, Dread's engine and gameplay, but I feel like that will upset a lot of people if the gameplay isn't more or less authentic and identical. What is happening on ZDR? Is the planet really infested with X? As the only one immune to the parasites, it's up to me to go there and find out. Yeah. Yeah, the song is good, but, yeah. It's probably a little loud, because I honestly couldn't even really hear myself. How do you say nose mucus in English? Like bogey sort of thing. Nose mucus. I like the charm of the original look of Super, but I think a remaster would be interesting if anything. Yeah, a remaster would be, I think, more what, you know, like elitists would want, or like diehard Super Metroid fans. Oh yeah, so we're also playing on like the Switch itself, obviously. I would have had it so I could have the cutscenes in 60 FPS, but I feel like my computer would explode because I'm recording this at the same time. Which reminds me, I need that up there. Because I believe I'm recording. I am not. So let's do that. Okay, it's okay. I haven't really done anything major. Yeah, I feel like a remaster is more what diehard Super Metroid fans would want, but I don't know. I feel like I would like to see it in like Dread's engine and gameplay style. But if anything, I would just rather a new game. Personally. Since Kirby Forgotten Land got an update, anything is possible. That is true. That's a paid one, right? I can't remember. Can't wait what they will come up with in Metroid 6. Yeah, same. The fact that like it is already in at least conceptual development is really cool. Does this game use Tomodachi Life's text-to-speech? I don't think so, no. I think this is like just heavily edited voice acting. Edited and filtered sort of thing. Because it doesn't need to use text-to-speech. I'm a basic bitch, but I'll say my fave suit for Samus is probably her Super Metroid Varia suit, the one shown in artwork in Smash Melee. I mean, Super Metroid specifically, not Return of Samus. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. It's the iconic one. Yeah, for me, it's the Echo's Varia suit. It just has to be. That and the Dread Power suit. Like, those are my favorite ones. I'm giving you little teasers on how to fight him later in the game. It's weird seeing this in like 30 frames now. I'm so used to 60 FPS for the cutscenes. Have you ever played a Metroid Fusion ROM? I just haven't played a Metroid ROM in general. That the name is The Street Where the Bold Silver Passes. I don't remember where I downloaded it. I have no clue what you're on about. But yeah, I've never played a Metroid ROM. Like, just in general. Oh, there's a bit of purple there. I don't remember that. The most I've played fan creation-wise is Aim2R. But I feel like that's an obvious one. Now let's get reacquainted with the controls. Okay. Yeah, we don't even need to properly grab onto the ledges, but it's a good tutorial. What could the story of Metroid 6 possibly be about? Turning against the Federation is the only major story thing I can think of. See, that's what I wanted Dread to do, but I don't think we're going to get that, as much as I feel like that should happen. Oh, excuse me. I feel like it's going to wrap up the X storyline.
The network station. Well done, Samus. I have reviewed your vital signs and video log from the data you uploaded. I've run a full analysis.
When Adam's talking, I'm not going to really talk much.
My readings indicate dramatic physical changes in you. Whatever caused these changes seems to have stripped you of most abilities. You might call it physical amnesia. That brings me to your assailant. I am checking the Federation database against your video log. It appears to have been a Chozo. The attacker's identity is not yet clear. I have determined that you are somewhere within the depths of ZDR. Your top priority
No shit, Adam.
will be to return to your ship on the surface. This situation is precarious. Trust your instincts as you navigate upward. This planet appears to consist of multiple areas. Shuttles, elevators, and other modes of transport connect them. Keep an eye out for ways to reach the surface. The ship's location is marked on your global map. Check it for yourself. You may encounter pockets of low temperature. Your Metroid DNA renders you vulnerable to such environments. Spending time in cold areas will be harmful to you. There are many such cold areas scattered underground. Do not enter them with your basic power suit.
Watch me.
One final thing. Underground interference is preventing radio transmissions. Check in with me at any network stations you find.
And we're going to save. Yeah, I don't play, like, fan ROMs or anything like that. I barely even do randomizers. I started to do it with Aim2R as well as the original Metroid Prime. But yeah, overall, I just don't really do that. I should, because I feel like a lot of people do it and it's like part of the fun of Metroid, but yeah. Excuse to say my opinions. Hope you don't. Oh yeah, no, feel free. I mean, it's a chat. You can say what you want, provided you know. Favorite Metro games, 1 to 4. Yeah, fair enough. I'm more of a Prime guy. That's why like Dread stands out to me so much, because it's like I don't really click with 2D games in general anyway, except for Dread. I think the corporation building the Amy's will be involved. Yeah, in some way. Yeah, so like I feel that the Federation should be a major plot point in the 2D games as well. But the Japanese versions of the stories and stuff like that are quite different compared to the English versions. In terms of that storyline specifically. So whether that'll actually get expanded upon, up for debate. I'm gonna check on YouTube how the volume is. Just bear with. If I miss some chats and stuff, I apologize. All right, you can do it. You can do it. Don't struggle too much. Okay. I'll turn the game down just a smidge more. And because it's a nice round number, we'll put it to -20. There we go. That'll do. Okay. And now we full screen this once again. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. One Super Metroid. Shit, I missed all that. And the Rock Motorkin at the end of the pictures at the end. Metroid 6 should be about Samus learning how to control her new Metroid abilities. I feel like they're going to be largely quelled. I feel like they're going to be more of a passive thing now. Maybe with a thing where it's like, oh, at the end of the game you have the super version, like in this. I feel like that's as much as we're going to get. So, yeah, for the next game, I feel like it'll be a passive thing. Good morning, long-time viewer, first-time stream watcher. Thank you for making banger content. Hell yeah, thank you very much. I do stream here quite a bit now. I want to at least do once, one stream a week. So the plan is, depending on how Chai feels, we'll do a stream on Friday, which will be a Chai day, where we'll stream something with him. And so we streamed Dead Space on the Saturday last week. So we'll do that on Fridays if he's feeling up for it. And I'm still up in the air on whether to do Metroids on Saturdays or Mondays. I feel like Mondays would probably be a bit more appropriate, like Metroid Monday. But you know, I feel like a Saturday is good. A lot of people are around on Saturdays. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'm really happy you're able to at least tune in. It's probably my favorite Switch game after Three Houses. Interesting. I've never actually played a Fire Emblem. A Fire Emblem game. Ooh, this is really choppy. I didn't realize how bad that was. I feel a little humbled with the 60 FPS mod. Because the gameplay itself is like 60, but then the cutscenes are not. We're gonna grab this. A green or a broken humor. I no clue.
Uploading data.
What are the major differences between the English and Japanese stories? So in Japan, wait, no, I'll let him speak.
To assume all Emmy will be hostile. Emmy send out a pulse to detect vibrations in the air within a certain range. Essentially, they can hear you. Upon detecting vibrations, an Emmy enters surveillance mode to track their source. Stay out of its line of sight when this happens. Otherwise, the danger to you increases dramatically. An Emmy that has seen you will begin pursuit. Part of the pursuit protocol is to seal the Emmy's own exits. You will be trapped inside. To survive, you must leave its range of pursuit. Evade the Emmy and it will disengage. This will also unseal the exits. An Emmy never leaves its assigned zone. Their control system must permit them to operate only within that range. I estimate a 99% probability of death if an Emmy captures you. There may be a very small opportunity to escape, but exploiting this window will be virtually impossible. The Emmy are immune to your current weapons. You lack the unique energy used to defeat the first Emmy. Your only option now is to evade capture and find an exit. Your highest priority in an Emmy zone should be simply to survive.
Yeah, so there are quite... It's not insane differences, but so the Federation plot point, it's not as in your face in the Japanese versions from what I understand, and is more explicitly already resolved sort of thing, whereas in the English versions it's a lot more ambiguous. and when even then, it's like it's just the Japanese version where the Federation is like sort of like all good now, sort of thing, I guess. Because in English version, even the Spanish version, it's a lot more dubious. Recap my favorite games are: first, Super Metroid; second, Metroid Prime Remastered; third, Metroid Dread; fourth, Metroid Fusion. For me, I'm a bit more mood dependent, but usually Prime will be my number one. And yeah, depending on the mood, it'll be Prime, Echoes, Dread, and then you have some like non-Metroid games in there. You have like Halo Reach, you have Sonic Adventure 2, you have F-Zero GX. Yeah. Beep boop beep. Yep. We love the bleep boops. I got into Fire Emblem way back in Awakening. It was just a neat game and story. Really fell in love with the characters like Robin, Lucina, and Chrom. I'm aware of them, like thanks to Smash, but I'm not sure if that's like a good representation of them. Yeah, I'd give them a go, even though I don't think the gameplay style is my style. But I've been playing Yakuza, and I didn't think I'd enjoy its gameplay, but God, I do. Are you emulating the Nintendo Switch? I'm not right now, no. So this is completely base Dread. Yeah. What's the role of Adam AI will be in... I feel like he'll be like Cortana in Halo. Or at the very least, that's what I want. I want Adam to be able to go with Samus, and I feel like because of what happened in Dread, it might happen. Like to sort of avoid another Ravenbeak being Adam situation. Yep. Hey. You okay? What you doing? Yeah, we're dreading up right now. Yeah, we're actually gonna go this way. I feel like Elliot is like...
It's from His Majesty's service, so it's going to be some bullshit. Hang on.
Yeah. Wait, hang on, let me... Where is it? There we go. Wait with this for a sec. Ruby says hi, Chai.
Oh!
Let's get in here. Let's make sure we don't die. Damn.
They want to do a study.
A study?
We recently invited your household to take part in a Shape Tomorrow study. If you've all completed the study in the last few days, thank you. You may ignore this one.
Okay.
They'll give us a £10 gift voucher if we get it. If we do it.
Suddenly I'm interested.
No,
I'm not.
It's like 50 then maybe.
Yeah.
£10 is nothing.
Yeah.
Shout out to the person in chat who doesn't know who I am.
Yeah, I like... yeah, Chai, this is my boyfriend.
Oh, hi chat.
Right. Okay, they're a lot more durable than I expected. Is there still called?
Are you a femboy now? Me? Or...
I imagine so, yeah.
I am, yes.
That's funny. Is there still called a Hell Run? I mean, it kind of is. It's like a choice. Unlike the other M one where it's mandatory. Oh yeah, if you're sleepy as well, have a little coffee. It does help. Oh, sorry, I didn't really see that one. Let's see. Always seen Samus as a person with mental health issues, and PTSD is just one of them. She's like, she's had like a rough like past, but like in the manga, it does like explore the PTSD side of things, and it does it quite well. We're not going to talk about how Other M does it, because it's just straight up tasteless. And then the manga like actually treats it with respect.
Being
Oh.
really loud when you touch him. I like gently pet his head. He went.
Yeah. Get a coffee. Right. So, I'm just gonna say now, we don't speak anything that isn't English. We're English. I would like to learn more languages. I used to know Welsh, and I want to like relearn it, but I just don't know it. Who is trying? It's my boyfriend.
I love coming in here when you're streaming. Like, hello, I am special guest star.
Yeah.
Because your entire chat's like, oh my god, it's Kai.
Yeah. You're famous.
I am. Everybody loves me.
Yeah. Thought the Emmy rooms beep boops kind of correlated with the Metroid title theme. Funny enough, like it is an already established thing. It relates to the Metroids themselves. I know off the top of my head what it is specifically, but like if I remember right, it's to do with like their calls for each other. So you know my theory on the Emmy, it's specifically to hunt down Samus, who has Metroid DNA. Maybe the Bleep Boops are to like kind of entice her to check him out, sort of thing, like investigate. Yeah, didn't break it.
Bad streamer.
Yeah.
Streamer bad at game.
Well, shit. Yeah.
Hello. We do live together. It's just that for like streams where I'm there with my model, I'm in the bedroom with my laptop.
Yeah. Oh, we do need to go. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember though.
Boyfriend, not
Boyfriend,
girlfriend.
yeah. Let's see. See, now I'm getting lost of where I am now. I'm getting distracted. Let's see. We go this way, we go up here. Right, and then now we go to the left. Right, there we go. Now I'm back with it. Let's say that Indrid Samus from a mental state is a managed state, otherwise she's doing it. I mean, she's always been good.
There was no record of your
I'm not washed. Like, listen, it's been a couple of years. Like, maybe like a serious playthrough, about a year. Listen.
Unfortunately, there are 6 remaining enemy hunters.
Shit, I didn't mean to skip through him.
Means to confront them.
Um.
Remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. Dread is definitely like my favorite 2D game, like I said earlier. Actually, we'll use this. If I can't tell, maybe you can, but both my Twitter and YouTube icon is meant to be Samus. I can't see them at the very second, because I'm full screening my OBS preview.
Why is this so heavy?
He's a chunky boy.
He is a chunky boy.
Yeah.
Why are you honking?
When Ravenbeak Adam is a bit of a pill. Oh, I usually skip his messages. Yeah. But still, it's been a hot minute. Ooh. Yeah. You prefer 2D or 3D Metroid? I prefer 3D. And just 3D games in general. But I do prefer the Prime series. Because that's what also introduced me to Metroid. Yeah, that's fine.
I want to be a distraction.
Nah, that's fine. Yeah, right, you are that. Yeah, so what you guys see is what I see. In terms of the video preview. So I'm even playing at a slight delay.
I'm trying really hard to mess up your tracking, but your phone is not picking my face up.
Yeah, we riddle this thing with bullets. Primal also says hi, Joe.
Hello!
The only 3D Metroids I've played are most of Prime 1, a little bit of Prime 2, and a bit of other M. Yeah, skip that one. Yeah, genuinely, play through Prime, I think it is the Metroid game. It has everything that a Metroid game should have. And like classic Metroid, I mean like with the power to gravity and like wave, ice beam, stuff like that. And that's also why I like Echoes a lot, because it doesn't do that. Like, they've already done it with Prime, they don't need to do it a second time. And even then, it's like, a lot of it is like visual stuff, in terms of it being different. There's the gravity boost, it's just, why was that doing 6 spins? Spin! Like the gravity boost in Echoes, it's like, it's just the gravity suit with a jetpack, or water booster. Yeah, I was gonna turn the light on earlier.
Hey Google, turn on the extension here.
Now. Do we backtrack? For that one missile. Played Prime 1 remake, but got stuck on the final boss. Really? It's... Right, we're not going to do it until... Nah, sod it. We'll do it. I only say it, like, really, because I find the... I find, like, Prime's boss really easy. Like, stupidly easy. Right, we're going... I want to say down here. No, we're going the wrong way.
Which one is Pi and which is Prima? Huh?
Who's Prima?
I'm Chai, I'm boyfriend. Allegedly a femboy.
Allegedly.
Allegedly a femboy, allegedly an artist.
Yeah.
Also, hello, you did say hi.
Let's see. Can we go over there?
You can do whatever you want.
Oh my god, thank you. So there's that. I feel like we can't actually get that yet. No, we should be able to. I just don't remember how to get there now. Ah. No, I think we go this way. I don't think it does. It doesn't pick up my computer revving up, so I doubt it'll pick yours up. Hmm. It'd be interesting to do mini review. Would it be interesting to do mini reviews as shorts, like give short reviews on giving your general thoughts on games in order? I've wanted to do that anyway. Like that is something I've thought of doing. I do want to like give general reviews anyway on how I feel about the games. What?
Chai might go give him the controller, bro.
In one of the last shorts, like, I did say he should play Dread. I got switched to Mario Kart World bundle pre-order, also with Hitman. So far, I can't wait to play. So play that. I wish they would give us Metroid Prime 4 release date though. I'm not like what's it? I'm not pressed for it. The fact it's in 25, I'm like glad about. So it being in 25 is good. I feel like it'll be an October release. Because quite a few times now, like Metroid's released in like October-ish. Like Dread released then. I'm pretty sure Echo's released then as well. It just perished. And I feel like that would be a good space for it. Then like probably like Pokemon is in like December-ish or like November. So yeah. I feel like it will be completely fine. Jesus, chat's going insane. Oh, that's because it's you as well. Do you think Metroid should get a good toy line, like its own small line with the creatures of the series, like and good Samus figures? I feel like it could. It gets its own like full models, like the Figmas and the I can't remember what the models are with like the Meta Redley statue and stuff, but like there are some like toys and stuff like that, but they're not major. They're not like Mario. But I feel like it could. What's your favorite Metroid game of all times? Like I said, my top 3, depending on my mood, is Metroid Prime, Echoes, and Dread. And with the 2D games, like it's Dread by a long way. So like I don't really like Super all that much. I say I don't like Super. It's like I just, in comparison to like Dread and like Aim to R, I don't know. I feel like there's something missing. I'm gonna die. And in comparison to Prime, I just click more with Prime. I guess like I also just like 3D games. I'm also like into shooters and stuff. I say shooter. Where's your head? There it is. So, you know, like, I don't even entirely like, where's your head gone? There it is. Metroid 2 all that much, because it gets very repetitive. Zero Mission, I'd say, is like the runner-up in terms of 2D games for me. It's close. Yeah, it's one of her best. And it's like quite non-traditional as well. But it just really oh, I fucked it up. I never fucked that up.
My stream is so wild.
No. The way the like design translates like with gameplay, it's great. It's sleek, but still keeps the complexity that Samus' suits usually have. Unlike Other M, which is just sleek and is just a plastic figure.
You go in one day.
0 days. 0 days without a Metroid Other M mention.
The washed allegations continue.
Pre-ordered a bundle, but I have to do a lot to afford it. Right, yeah. I'm not even going to get a Switch 2, at least on launch. So, yeah, I'm getting the Switch 1 version of Prime 4. And then at a later date, I'll experience the upgrade. Yeah, like Dread's like power suit, I'd say is like my second favorite design in the entire series. With Echoes' Vario suit being number 1. And like they can coexist as well because they're very like I said, the Dread design is non-traditional, but the Echoes one is mostly traditional. It just has the T-shaped visor. I was going to say virus because we've been playing Resident Evil. How do you feel if Ridley's in Prime 4? I would like it if he was like a like post-game cutscene sort of thing. So like the idea I've had for Ridley more or less since well, in forever really. Oh, excuse me, is that Prime 4 is like the bridge between like the Prime series and the 2D series. And I would like if Prime 4 like almost explicitly ties into Samus Returns. So what I would like is for Weevil and Silex to practically be in charge of the space pirates. And at the end of the game, with Silex defeated and like Weevil on the retreat and stuff, Ridley comes back and then takes back control. And you see the dead body outside of Kraid's door in Super Metroid. That's Weevil. That's at least my idea. Ow. Yeah.
Everything unclipped. It's like, why does he have a flesh halo?
Yeah.
Sorry. You're making Prime want to replay Dread.
Hell yeah. Do it. It's such a good game. In case it's not obvious, Zelda is my special interest. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I had a major Zelda phase a while ago. I still like Zelda, don't get me wrong, but like, a couple years ago I obsessed over it.
Have they said if the Zelda movie is live action or not?
It is.
See, I'm on the fence about that because personally, I feel like Zelda movie will be best animated.
Yeah, I definitely feel that way as well. I feel like it's going to be like a mix of like, well, obviously a mix of like CGI in there as well, but I don't think it'll be like Sonic where CGI is like a big part of it. So for example, if like there's like in like Ganon, like final boss Ganon from like the first game, like that will be CGI, but like the rest of it will be like, hopefully anyway, Link on a horse that's like actually Epona looking, I would hope.
That's so simple.
Yeah.
You can go to any stables and find a horse.
Yeah.
I'm 99% sure my mum has a horse that looks like a Pona.
Its interior and
Okay.
routed from there. I have located the central.
Adam's
mountain
talking.
system
Shush,
of
chat.
magma. It is here in Cataris. Samus, your current suit cannot protect you as you explore Cataris. The extreme
It's
heat of the
interesting.
lava is too much for it. Under no circumstances should you enter high
The like
temperature
thing what's on
areas.
your screen and then like
I know the
YouTube.
tunnel somewhere above.
It's not that far behind.
Use it to find a path.
I do have it as at a slight like latency.
I don't want to offend you, but you
There's one
kind
other
of
thing
sound
to
like a
discuss.
girl. Though. Yeah, I have
The Phantom
a
Cloak ability.
testosterone deficiency. It's been a thing ever since I was a
Phantom
kid.
Cloak prevents the
But
enemy from
like, I'm gonna be so real with you. I don't want to take testosterone about it because I don't grow facial hair.
Bypassing them is also an option. Use this to
So-
reach your objective.
The funny thing is, for some reason, people have thought I'm a girl as well, like in comments. I don't get it. And I've been like openly like saying I'm bi and stuff. And still people are like, wait, you're gay? And it's like, well, no, but I am in like, a relationship,
It is up to you whether to hold
like
your position.
with a guy.
Just be
So
aware of your surroundings.
it's just funny. Like the background of the stream is a bi flag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I had it for Pride Month, but then I just not Pride Month. I did it for the Trevor Project charity streams, and I just liked it so much. I decided to keep it because not only did the colors look amazing, I just like how it looks, and I like that little bit of
Remember, it
representation. Yeah.
energy down to
Everyone in the
See,
chat is I
like
only just noticed the
it's
mic.
that subtle, but like it's there. It's I'm not really one to like really like announce it all the time. If it's a like topic of conversation, I'll bring it up. But yeah, like it's subtle and it's like it's kind of in your face, but it's not if people haven't like noticed it until now.
That's really funny because I was anything in my first reaction. Damn, I'm gay.
Yeah. Didn't mean gay as
Sometimes,
in
like this is homophobic.
yeah. Yeah, probably in the umbrella term, but like I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of like bi erasure, and it's kind of disheartening. It's like, you know, it does still mean a lot to me. And like a lot of people seem to forget that bi people exist. Even though like realistically it's super common.
Isn't your mom bisexual?
Yeah.
For example.
Yeah, she is. Like, when I came out to her, like, I said, like, I was really nervous about it. I was really shaky. I was like, maybe like 18, maybe 17 at the time. I was like, I'm bi. I like, I do like girls. I want to make that very clear. But I also like guys. And she was like, oh, mate, don't worry, me too. I was like, right, cool. So that's where we're at.
Did I ever tell you when I came out as gay to Spencer at work? He was like, yeah, I know.
We can tell that one, Chief.
And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it felt like awesome to just have her be like, yeah, me too. It immediately took the stress away. But yeah, like it is something important, and like the representation matters. And for me, as long as it first looks cool, and isn't the only thing that I'm like talking about, then it's awesome. Like for example, the buy flag's always has been there since the Trevor streams, but no one's really noticed. It's like that's kind of how I like it. It's there. So.
The only reaction. I thought I was so subtle about it at work. I genuinely
Oh
did.
shit. What?
To be fair, like Spencer is also gay, so that might have been bad, but it's also like, was it this obvious to everyone else who works here? Or just you?
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Backside.
Plunges into lava. Can you do it before? You can go into the lava, but you will take an obscene amount of damage. Do you collect anything? I collect Transformers. I've been collecting a few amiibo. I've been trying to get every Link amiibo.
Pokemon card.
But yeah, I've started to go into Pokemon cards. I've kind of stopped with that for a little bit more because I can't afford it. Can't find them, can't afford it. So for now, I've kind of put a pause on that. But I would like to get more cards. I just like cards as well. Like I have that didn't touch me. I have some like Star Wars cards next to me, and they're like textured. They're very nice. I am a bit one for texture. Yeah, hello. I will play Kingdom Hearts at some point.
Our gaming backlog is huge.
Yeah, we're getting through Resident Evil. Like, we started the Resident Evil like 1 stream. We're now near the end of 3, and yeah, I'm not gonna be able to stream that because that's like on my PC, and it's becoming an issue to stream from the console at this point.
Put it up the list. Bro, do you know how many games are in that series?
No. I hate that they upped the price on Amiibo. Yeah, I've been getting them secondhand. So, but the place I go to locally doesn't have the last Link figure I need. Like the Star Wars trading card game, or it's like playing cards. I'm pretty sure I posted a picture of them on my Instagram. Yeah, I do. And even that I don't really talk about too much. Ow. Yeah, so you're playing 2 the other day. Yeah, we finished that. I finished the first like Leon story on hardcore. It was fun. It was a little like tedious, but like it was fun and playable. Unlike Claire's second campaign, that was such bullshit. I just gave up. So I went back to normal, and it was then just a bit too easy. But even then, there was still like a bit of bullshit. So yeah, have you played Kingdom Hearts before? I have not. Yeah, seen that Street Fighter amiibo for 42 here in Canada.
Oh my god.
Oh, in Canada? Okay, that explains it.
Was it?
Yeah, Canada's like prices in general are higher. It's not like 1-to-1 to the dollar.
Hang on, I'm gonna look up how much it is. That's still 22 quid.
Which sounds about right. Like, it's a lot.
Amiibo?
Yeah. The Zelda amiibo was 22.
God damn, I remember like when I still worked at ambiguous gaming retailer in the UK. They all released at like 15.
Yeah. Oh, with the Zelda one, it's like that's the premium one.
Okay,
Like,
well that doesn't count as premium.
yeah, but like the rest of the amiibos are still like about that much. They're like about 15, 18 now, I think.
Bro, I always remember I got the
What?
4-pack of the champions from Breath of the Wild.
Mm.
I got that pack of amiibos half price.
Oh, damn. Nice.
Because one came into work and the packaging mullered. We couldn't sell it. So we could discount it under something we called non-mint mint, which is like a new product, but it's not mint, basically. And I got 50% off those amiibos. They cost me like 20 quid for 4 of them.
It can procedurally modify and enhance its
It was really funny because my manager at the time put the picture of it in work chat and was like, "Who's claiming it?" And I was immediately like, "Nick."
Yeah, immediately.
And then
Yeah.
I got a message from Spencer just saying, "You bastard."
You are not
The new Breath of the Wild amiibo are $30. That's double the cost they used to be. God damn.
You are faced with overwhelming power. Accept your helplessness. Study
Yeah, the price increase. You guys have heard about what Xbox are doing, right?
to advance. There are risks even here.
Not that you should get their stuff now anyway, but, you know.
And consumes more in when you move or shoot. It
I
is
thought they were
failure
gonna
that
stop
advances
doing gaming
survival.
stuff. Like, why have they decided? But before we
Do
go,
not
we're gonna
hesitate
fuck
to
everyone.
destroy an enemy
Yeah.
whenever you discover more unique energy. This was not one of your original priorities.
Chow? Is that how you say it?
I see no other way to accomplish these existential
Sarah was saying, I think chow is bye in Portuguese. I'm not sure if that's how you're actually supposed to say it, or if it's just chow.
I refuse to play Repo because, like, the original emoji thing they had on the Steam page just made me think, oh, this is not a game I'm going to enjoy.
Yeah. Like, I have played it once. I did enjoy it, but it's no Lethal Company.
I am a lethal company
What?
trooper. Oh no, he's gonna get ya!
Oh, I thought I timed it. Oh, the delay might fuck me up a bit there.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that like don't you have like a super...
2-frame window on that second one.
Yeah, like,
Mm-hmm.
that's why they changed it. Yeah, but that was my first impression of it, and I was like, bad, don't like it.
Check. Fuck.
Like, I'm sure it's fun, but I am I'm loyal to Lethal Company.
Yeah.
Okay, I will love Lethal Company until I die.
Do you have any Samus figures? Oh, excuse me. I have the all of the Metroid amiibos, including the Smash ones for like Samus and Zero Suit. I have the Corruption Figma figure as well, but that's it. Because that was about 120 quid. Right, listen, I do have like there's a slight delay.
Why are we pitting two bad bitches again? I just...
Might be oversharing, but I had a dream last night where I was like a big-titted VTuber model. So, and like, funnily enough, like we were arguing. So, yeah, last night there were two bad bitches going at each other.
Who were arguing?
You and me.
What were we arguing about?
Something in a game or something about that. Like I woke up and I was just like, that was pretty funny. Greg, what the fuck? Hey, listen, it was funny.
Was I also a big-titted VTuber, or like was I normal? Was I just me?
I think you were as well. I was just more perplexed that like I was that.
Do you want to know the worst thing?
What's that?
When I said I was going to use you as a guinea pig, I meant I was going to try and rig you like a big-titted anime girl model, but I couldn't work out how to rig
Yeah.
the boobs.
I mean, just do it for fun at this point.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to separate them.
The model you're doing like now, like had that, right?
What, boobs?
Like as in like it had like layers for it.
In the template of the PSD, yeah, but I don't know, I'm scared.
Go for it. I mean, it's practice, isn't it?
I don't know any women.
Whoa. I was a little close. Check. It's either cold or it's either cold brew coffee or soda Dutch. Don't have coffee cold.
Iced coffee is good.
I've never had iced coffee.
Huh?
I've never had iced coffee.
I really like that.
I'd try it. And you liking it has given me confidence that it should at least be okay.
It's really refreshing. I genuinely, it's how I got through like shifts on hot days when I worked at the train station coffee shop. Bad women are goated. They are. Like, women are goated. Do not get me wrong. I'm just. All of my friends are men.
Yeah.
Greg's brain. Hey, would it be funny if I cheated?
It would be funny, wouldn't it?
That Metroid girl.
True.
That, I don't know why I said that like this.
You gotta diversify your palette, my brother. Hi, streamer, special guest, and chat. Hello.
Hello.
I wasn't subscribed to your channel yet. Please do, because then you can have that to look forward to. Metroid Dread, more like Metroid Peak. True. We are going that way.
I love being called special guest. I really enjoy that.
Yeah. Famed guest Chai.
I'm just guest. And by that I mean I'm sitting on the sofa in my own living room.
Yeah. Streams are weird, there's not much to explain about it. They are so weird. And also sub 3 hours. I don't think I could do that. Because I don't really speedrun this. I do like some sequence breaking specifically so I don't get the gravity suit earlier than needed. Just because I like the Varia suit that much. Ow. Yeah, I mean, like, I think it would be pretty funny to like have like a female model, because the amount of like VTubers that are very clearly men but have
Like porcelain made.
porcelain made, yeah. It's just quite funny, but also like go for it. Like,
The thing
who
about
cares?
Porcelain Maid that's really funny is he has a lore reason for it.
Oh, really?
His spirit is a man, but it's trapped in the body of a big
Oh, I see.
That's his lore.
I do forget that like VTubers do like a lot of lore for like their avatars and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas me, this is just me.
My lore is I'm dumb and I'm gay and I don't. Oh god.
What's up?
I don't know where to put the torso layer. I'll put it in low. Yeah. Very helpful.
No worries. Always here. Always here for a hand.
Yeah.
I'm eating a sandwich? Hell yeah, what sandwich? I always think about a crossover setting where Samus could fight someone like Shadow the Hedgehog with her current powers from Dread. Funnily enough, there are like there's some basis for like Metroid, F-Zero, and Star Fox to be somewhat connected. Like, I'm not even sure if it's just like cheeky little references and stuff, but it's quite a popular like headcanon sort of thing, and like Nintendo have had like some like allusions to it, because in Star Fox, I think in one of the endings for the N64 game, Fox and Falco just straight up go to F-Zero. Yeah, and in F-Zero GX, I say GX a lot because that's like my biggest exposure to F-Zero. One of the racers is literally Fox's father in human form, with a vehicle that looks like an R-Wing. And Jodie in that is, I think, explicitly stated to be somewhat inspired by Zero Suit Samus. And then one of the vehicles in that game looks like Samus's starship. Particularly the Zero Mission one. Not color-wise, but in shape, it is. It's very similar. Yeah, it's really neat. And Captain Falcon himself is a bounty hunter, like much the same way that Samus is. And when I say same way, it is like quite how they go about the bounty hunter term in like Nintendo games. It's very similar. Yeah, we can't go in there just yet. I wish there were more of these segments in Dread. Actually, let's turn this down just a smidge. I thought it was a little bright. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I wish there were more dark segments in Dread. Especially because you literally have the lights as a reference to where you are. So I think that would have been pretty nice to have more of this. Like an entire area with the lights off for an extended period of time. I watched a video on how there are a bunch of Metroid references in the retro DK games, so they were trying to make lore connections. With that, I think it's just like cheeky Easter eggs. Because like obviously retro are going to put Metroid like Prime references in the Donkey Kong Country games because they're making those as well. But with F-Zero and Star Fox and stuff like that, it's literally the same background design, the background lore and stuff like that. It's the same. Just different design to fit within each respective franchise. Yeah, I love the lights. I'm a bit of a sucker for lights on suits of armor. They should have a dark segment with an Emmy chasing you. Yes, they absolutely should have, and I'm very upset they never did. Damn it. Like, that just seems like obvious, like, dread. What? That's what I get. Yeah, I deserve that. That did more than an energy tank of damage. That was insane. It's been a while since I've seen that screen. Ow. Yeah, it didn't like it at all. And I'll be honest, I didn't either. Yeah, we don't need to go over there, because we can't, really. So now we're going to respect the game a little bit more. Especially those things, because they take up a lot of damage. The frame drop almost killed me. Judder resembles NES Zero Suit Samus, which is kind of neat. It is. I'm gonna play Dread now. We're gonna replay Dread now. Yeah, sweet. It deserves to be replayed. Another big thing of like why I feel that Dread is as good as it is. It's so replayable, and like the issue I have with the other games, like I personally don't find them as replayable. So Samus Returns, for example, that takes a day to play through, whereas Dread and Prime, I could play those, like if I really pushed it, 3 times a day, 100%. But every other game, it will take the day to play through. Been all since I've seen Vanilla Dread. Yeah, whenever I look up, whenever I do see Dread around and stuff like that, it's usually modded with, like, custom skins. I do have one with, like on my computer, I've got it so that, the gravity suit has blue lights. Of course. But, yeah, we're not seeing that now. But whenever I see Dread around, there's usually, like, major, like, color redos. Like, the white and red gravity suit and stuff like that. And I'm like, I kind of don't like that. Okay, where are we headed? We're going to run for our lives is what we're going to do. Not that way. Oh, and a little foreshadowing there with the Chozo robot soldiers. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, and something that was pointed out to me. You see the laser beams? Not the circles, like from these things. They match the color of the Emmy that you're going to be fighting. See, these ones are green. And the last one was white. And in the next area, they're going to be yellow. Little detail. Now, if Mega Man and Noita has... I don't know who that is. Noita or Noita? Might be Noita. It's taught me anything is that buzzsaws are the most dangerous weapon in the universe. Yeah, they are. I want Dread so bad, I don't know how I have 10 hours in the demo and still haven't bought it. You haven't? One of these days. Like, if you can, like, try and get it secondhand. But it's definitely worth it. I got the special edition version. So it comes with, like, the art book, little pins, stickers, stuff like that. It's really cool. I do Dread randos. I've never done a Dread randomizer, but I'd be curious. I'd be curious to try. Do you have any Transformers figures? I used to. I had ones that, like, you'd actually transform and stuff like that. But I don't have any anymore. I used to have Starscream. They were based on the, like, Michael Bay Transformers. I used to have the Starscream. I used to have Optimus, of course. But then I also had Transformers Prime figures. I can't remember the guy's name, but the green one. I can't remember. Like, he's a bruiser. I don't think it was Ironhide. Oh yeah, and we've only now got the Morph Ball, which is really funny. When Dread was, like, still new, Bulkhead, that's it. When Dread was still new, like, I saw so many, like, messages and tweets about people saying, like, where is the Morph Ball? Why is it taking so long to get it? It's great. We are going to... Yeah, we are going down here. And we're going to get the... We're going to get the Morph Ball very shortly. That just reminded me. That... I hate that that was spoiled in the trailer. In, like, one of the later trailers. Now, there's a chance someone here hasn't actually seen all of Dread yet. Considering Kirby said he hadn't played like, beyond the demo. So I won't say who that is, just in case. Ow. but whoever that was shown in the trailer, and it annoyed me. It's a sick roguelike way you can customize your wands, and it has simulated environment. It has cool. I feel like I have heard of it, actually, now that I think about it. Did you grow up with Metroid? So, I first started playing Metroid when I was about 12. My first Metroids were Metroid Prime and Prime 2. Because I'd been playing Melee, and I really liked, this Samus character, like this robot, it's really cool. Then my mother got me Prime 1 and Prime 2. I started to play through Prime 1. I saw Samus's reflection when I used the charge beam and stuff. I was like, Samus is a girl? That was like my Samus is a girl moment. And I was like, sick. And I kept playing until I got to the Ice Temple, where, like, just before, I cannot remember what it's called. Just before you get the wave beam. So there was, like, there was the gate that you had to scan and stuff like that, and break with a missile. I didn't scan, and just generally I didn't read. So I didn't figure out that I had to break, like, the Chozo had to progress and stuff. So that was about as far as I got. So I never got to experience the Metroids. That's important. So then I went to Echoes, because I was just like, oh, well, I can't get further in Prime, so I'll just go to Echoes. I got to the point where the Metroids started to get introduced in Echoes. One flew at my face and attached on me. I actually screamed and turned the console off and didn't touch Metroid again until I was 16. True story. I think my brother Ross was there when that happened. He might not remember, but I swear on my life that is how it happened. And it wasn't, like, funnily enough, it wasn't until Other M that I started to come back into Metroid, and I was like, right, I didn't like Other M as much. I'm gonna try like Prime and stuff again, because I also got the Prime trilogy. So I gave it another go. I started with Prime. I figured out where I went wrong with the gate. I managed to actually complete the game. I loved it. And, like, when I got to Fendrana, yeah, fate was sealed. Like, I was a fan for life then. Because I still don't think I was old enough to appreciate Metroid when I first played it. But yeah, when I got back to Fendrana when I was about 16, yeah, that was it. And then I played through Echoes, and I'd always be nervous around the Metroids at that point. But yeah, I had a blast. I then actually completed that too. I played through Corruption, and I just went through all the games. And that led to this. You know what, we're gonna heal. Yeah, like, for a lot of people, like, their Samus is a girl moment is, like, either Smash or, like, NES Metroid, or the Super Metroid, like, ending and stuff like that. For me, it was the face in Prime. Oh, you've seen playthroughs? Okay. Yeah, like I really like that story because I don't know, it's fun to look back. Like if I didn't give Metroid another go, who knows what would happen? I could be that Halo guy for all you know. And God, I would be in hell right now. Or like Sonic and stuff. But yeah, Metroid it's my game. So we are not gonna fight him yet. We are gonna do some backtracking because with the virus suit you can more or less now go wherever you want. I just need to remember like the route I usually take then. And I don't think it's here, but yeah, it's not here. So, let's have a little look-see. We're gonna go around. Are we getting the fabled multiple bomb? I think so. It's either that or the grapple. I cannot remember off the top of my head what route I usually take. But I think it is grapple next. I got into Metro thanks to Smash like the rest of us. We were on a family holiday and we'd recently bought Smash Bros. With our Switch, and Ridley and Samus interested me. Yeah, like, I didn't even know who Ridley was until I saw, like, the intro in Melee. He always, like, struck me as, like, bizarre. And so I was always, like, at the very least, a little bit curious about him. Then I learned who he is. And brothers told me that Samus was a girl after I beat them at playing as her in Smash Melee. Yeah, that's the way. After we got home, I pressured my dad to get into the Switch Online just to play Metroid. Yeah, fair enough. I wish they like properly re-released it, so like you could just straight up buy it. Because God knows, like I would. Guys, I'm at the top of the screen. What should I do? Hard mode or normal? Yeah, do it a little hard. Because I feel like you've done normal. You might not have done hard mode. So, do a little something new. I was introduced to Metroid through Smash, but wouldn't stop playing the games until I saw the reviews for the games by Some Call Me Johnny. I haven't actually seen him for a while. Yeah. In fact, like, I've been meaning to watch his reviews on Metroid and stuff. But yeah, haven't like watched or heard of him for a while.
Friends with Pedinky.
Yeah, like.
They were both on Hidden Block.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, last like I saw was on the like Icarus video, like you posted, you put on the other day. Where are we going? No, we're not going to Artaria. No, we're gonna go to... No, we're going to Dairon. Actually, save. My Samus is a woman moment was when my friend told me Zeus that Samus and Samus were the same person. Thank you, Smash 4. That one I feel like is a little on you. Because... like, it should be fairly obvious then. Oh yeah, we can't go up this way, because that's closed now. Yeah, it is funny to hear like everyone else's like realization, and I feel like I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, I could get that missile. I'll go get that missile. Yeah, I know he's still around and stuff. I just haven't watched or heard from him in ages. Did a review on Shadow Generations. That's such a good game. If you can play it. I kind of want to stream Metroid Dread one day. I mean, I got 1030 followers on Twitter, so I could go for it. Like, streaming really is fun. Especially if you're like just casual with it. It's just fun. I do really recommend it. That's why I've been pressuring Chai to do it. That's what it's like. I've been saying to you to do streams and stuff. Because yeah, it's just fun.
Oh my god, it takes like 20 minutes just to set up Live 2D.
Yeah. It does sound like a ball ache.
It's not. It's. To be fair, the setup I do, you don't have to do that setup. Because. Well, you can't if you don't have a free game, first of all.
Yeah.
But what I do is I put everything in a warp deformer folder. And you really do not have to do that. But
what would you like specifically use that for?
the warp deformer.
Yeah. Like, is that for the hair, or is that,
No, literally, so warp deformers are just like folders I keep all my stuff in.
Oh, okay.
So it keeps it neat. And it's also helpful because if you grab a warp deformer, you can grab everything inside that warp deformer.
Ah, okay.
So it's just like doing the eyeball, XY kind of stuff. But you only get like 10 warp deformers in the free version. I am way above 10 just from sorting things out. There are like warp deformers that are necessary.
Yeah.
And I haven't even done those yet, and I'm already over the limit of the free version.
That allows, yeah.
Yeah. I am not someone who could ever give Live 2D tutorials because it comes with paywall of pay for Live 2D first and then you can do it.
Yeah. Ow. Yeah, I can't get there. Okay. So now we're gonna work our way back up to go to Dairon. We could also, yeah, we'll get the bomb at the same time, I imagine. Whoa, what's up? I heard you screaming, Mo. You sat on Mona?
Yeah. She like flopped towards me when she saw me going in.
Yeah.
And I didn't see her and I just sat down to put my slippers on.
Bless her.
She didn't seem that bothered, just a little offended.
Yeah. He's also a Sonic fan. He's got plenty of Sonic reviews. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I used to watch him a little bit, but yeah, just like haven't really kept up. We are going to go. This way should work, right? Whoa, what's up?
Just on the topic of like some call me Johnny. Do you know how I found his channel?
How?
Years ago, someone made an anime dating sim other than normal Boots people, and some call me Johnny the cameo in it.
Oh, a cameo? Right,
Yeah.
okay. Like, I assumed this was all, like...
They all endorsed it, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say.
They even did voice lines for it.
Okay, I was gonna say then.
But, it's aged badly considering normal Boots.
Yeah. Yeah, for a sec I was like, oh god, this was like a fan.
It was a fan project, but like they'd asked the permission and stuff.
Yeah, dang, I missed the suit transition cutscene. Yeah, you did, unfortunately. Alright, the game begins for me. Yay, hell yeah, best of luck. Thoughts on Speed Booster and Shine Spark visually. I really like how they are in Dread. They're really cool and dramatic. Hello, how is Metroid Dread? It is amazing. Like, my favorite 2D game. Right, listen.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I
hello.
played that with my friend for shits and giggles. I don't remember seeing his cameo. I'm pretty sure a bunch of the Hidden Block people had cameos. I might be misremembering, but I'm 99% sure he did have a cameo. Maybe I'm just misremembering.
Yeah, hello. Peanut Butter Gamer, my beloved. Yeah, I used to watch him a little bit as well. Have you caught the screw attack? Not yet, no. Yeah, update that ship. Have you done many randos for the series? Like I said earlier, I've only done like 1 or 2 randomizers at all, and it was for AM2R and the original Metroid Prime, but I never really got far with them. I feel like I could try, like, now, I could have a little look-see around for, like, Dread randomizers. The only thing is that I hope that it's, like, doable without the need for, like Axis, trickery. Because that I don't like. Because that feels a little exploity. And it's like, people can do it, but I just won't. I don't find it fun, personally.
Oh my goodness.
Excuse you. Yeah.
Excuse me.
You are excused, though.
I don't need your pardon.
Oh. Let's see. I replayed Corruption in hyper mode and thought it was fun, but not as difficult as I thought it would be. Corruption can trip me up sometimes. It's the bosses that feel like an insane difficulty tweak. And I'm not even entirely sure how. I guess it's because, like, I don't have as much exposure to it. Like, I haven't played it in the 30-40s. But, yeah.
You are slowly recovering your abilities.
For most randomizers, you can see how difficult you want it to be. It can be done glitchless. Okay, that's good. You have no logic randos, which are literally impossible. Yeah, I wouldn't want that. Diving into the lava just for fun. I did earlier. I got it to get some missiles. And I probably will in a sec. Because we're gonna get the grapple beam early. So far, so good. Shit. I'm fumbling. There we go. See, people who say that Dread doesn't have, like, sequence breaking or anything like that, or replayability because you have to follow the path, they're just straight up liars. Like, you can just do this. It's so easy, and the game has it in mind. It's fun. Dive into boss without the Vario suit? I don't think I'm gonna do that. Oh yeah, the loading times on the Switch are a little long. Yeah, best of luck. You can get the crossbombs early too. Yeah, I got them way before, on my first playthrough, I got them way before the gravity suit. So I had a little sneak peek on how that looked before I even got to it. Which is pretty funny. It is a little toasty. We're gonna get this. What does the meter say it is?
Like 20.
Okay, it doesn't feel like it.
Doesn't it you cold or?
Like I've there have been times when it's 20 or it says 20 and I felt chilly.
Yeah, well, I'm overheating and taking all of my strength and operating.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say if it's like that bad.
I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
We'd have to plug it in and like the plug's on.
Yeah, I only died like 4 times once you get to the boss of Brio, which I forget the name of. I think that's... I can't remember now. Like myself, it would have been in my head had it not become a point of conversation. Damn. The amount of times that's happened. Once to Omega Ridley and twice to the final bosses. And that's because I was careless. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, like, all the bosses seem to, like, trip me up for some reason. Morgana, that's it. Something like that. Or Morgana? I'm not sure. Is there an area in Metroid called Terraria? No, I think. I might be wrong. Terraria. That's a game. That's a game series. In like Super Metroid, there's Crateria. I can't remember actually now. It's been a while, and I haven't like really kept up. Hello, Ark. What's going to caught me in my leg day at the gym? Yeah, that seems to be the way, isn't it?
Hello, Ark.
Yeah, hello. It's so very hot in London. I can't imagine. I really like that the retro devs I really like that the retro devs didn't really patch the Prime games for Trilogy in a way where sequence breaks were removed entirely since they still had the speedrunners in mind. Not really true. Prime's speedrunning or sequence breaking was really affected in later versions. Whereas in Echoes, you couldn't really do anything. Like, I don't think anything was changed there, and then Corruption, nothing was changed either. But Prime was changed. And I feel like that's also the case with, like, the European version. Yeah, like the scan dash. So, yeah. So Prime was changed from launch. It's wild how the American version of Prime is essentially unfinished. Where are we going? We're going over here. You know, it would be interesting if Dread's teleporters didn't have a limit on which teleport you could go. Like, each teleport could lead to each other. Like, it is tied to, like, once you get to the last one, but I do see what you mean. But that, like, that would be neat. But, you know. Yeah, you can't break through. Now, what time is it?
It's 4.
Okay. So it's been, excuse me, like close to 2 hours now.
Are you asking?
I was just curious to just keep track of time. Actually, I do need to go to the bathroom. Let me just do that. Hey. Let's go there. So we're going to change scene. We're going to come back very shortly. I just need to go to the bathroom. One sec. All right, we're back. Great. Why is that? Always that listen dragon. Anyway, gaming. Oi. Yeah, hello there. Let's see. Prime 3 ship? Yeah, I love that one. It's probably my favorite, not gonna lie. Where were the bombs? I think they're up there somewhere. I remember off the top of my head. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. Yeah. Yeah, not there. I hear the whoop whoops. Here it is. This is also why I do the early grapple and bombs and stuff like that, because we get a bit more of like the blackout. Just a little bit more. So that's where the bombs are. Gonna go on over. What was in that bit actually? Check. Have you beaten Kraid yet? No, not yet. I cannot remember what was down here. So we're just going to check this out quick. Ah, it's that. Okay. Ow. We can do that in a sec. Yeah, we need to go on the other side for that. But chilling position, not sure what you mean. Hearing Simon speak one line in the game and have it be in the chosen language was a phenomenal decision, and it was executed excellently. It was. Like, and the fact that it like means something as well. It's it's amazing. Like Dread is like one of, if not her best depictions. I would say, like Echoes as well. Are there any Greek speakers here? And if so, did you find the language sounded very similar to Cypriot Greek, I think is how you say that. There's a lot going on. We're not going that way. Spoke Joseph just to say, nah, I'd win, and she was right, yeah. Yeah, now we've got the bombs. Sweet. Nice, you catching up. Imperial Will, what are you talking about? Because those BRB, I didn't get the context. Yeah, bomb acquired. Oh yeah, and just to remind, we are in hard mode, so we don't get all the missiles we usually do. Bam. What upgrades are you trying to get early? As many as I can. What places to go? Have to follow gay rainbows, yeah. Can't stick around though. Have to keep moving on. now we're gonna go this way. Ow. Yeah, we could have seen this in the dark, but I made a wrong turn. We're gonna go up here to get that gone. Checking with Mega, after Mega mentioned the ship in Prime will be able to commence close air support. Right, gotcha, yeah. I do like that that ship is like the wartime ship for Samus, if that makes sense. Whereas the others are more like general purpose, but that one seems to be a lot more offensive in terms of purpose. Wild how they got rid of the missile launchers for it, and instead they have giant plasma cannons. Now, was that a deliberate continuation of the lyrics I heard you speak? Yes. Yeah, so I want to try and get as many of the upgrades as possible. I think we can get Shine Spark before we even beat Kraid. The speed booster, rather. And we can even get the Scan Pulse before then as well. I don't think we need to go there just yet. Never mind, we need to go there now. I'm so good at this game. Ooh, something I also really like about Dread, like how and why the gameplay feels so nice. You don't have to jump over one block. Like, that feels so, like, obvious. Because Aim to R kind of started with that. I keep mentioning Aim to R, like, and even though it's a fan game, it had the you don't need to jump over one block, like, mechanic. But, like, it definitely felt like a first stage sort of thing. So it was really nice to see that, like, Dread kind of took that, like, same concept and immediately made it, like, perfect. I'm gonna go do further gym things, have a load. Thank you for turning in, Ark. Yeah, it's great to see you. It's really cool that I can, like, notice, like, regulars and stuff. I gotta get it, gotta get it. I love that. I'm a little surprised that doesn't break, but, you know, is what it is. I don't think there are any upgrades down there, so we're just gonna skip right past. I messed up. Yeah, we're just gonna sail on past. I'm pretty sure you can also get the flash shift before... You can, yes! I love getting all that. She just ups herself up. I love this game. Yeah, it's awesome. Yo, it's hit second best Metro game, Metroid Dread. Oh, and what's your number one then?
You will need your gravity suit to operate there at full efficiency.
Versus Super? Yeah, I somewhat expected.
Abilities such as
Like, Super just feels clunky, especially now.
you maneuver underwater to an extent. Find them as soon as possible.
Like, feels very floaty and, like, not as responsive, if that makes sense. I too can write that says, but unlike Samus, I usually end up falling up with them. Okay. I can't go up there yet. It took Samus 11 Adventures to walk over 1 block tall steps without jumping. Yeah. Technology advancement. But it is really nice to see now. And it just, I don't know, it makes Dread feel the best to play in terms of the 2D games. The flow is immaculate. Actually, we're just going to wait for it. Yeah, I want the flash shift to be a consistent thing. It just feels really nice. And his voice is oddly soothing. It is a good voice. I do like it. Adam in Dread, like the robot voice. Speaking of like Adam voice, I one of the few things I do like really praise Other M for is Adam's voice in that. It's like perfect. It's exactly what I would have expected. And would have wanted. And even the performance as well, it's pretty good. Especially compared to like the rest of the characters and stuff. Like, it's one of the few voices in that game that actually sounds somewhat natural. Ow. We're gonna get rid of you. Ever played a Dread randomizer? I have not, but I wouldn't be opposed because I do know Dread a bit more than like any of the other 2D games. I think there is an upgrade down there. We'll get this first. Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to trying a Dread randomizer, as long as it is doable. Like, I don't mind skill checks, but stuff like axis like manipulation, I dislike that. The reason why Super is still my favorite is still the only one that doesn't have binary movement. I agree that other games may have better controls, but you can simply do more with Prime. I can agree with that, but I feel like the gameplay of the other 2D games are just overall more satisfying. And like that's going to be like personal preference as well. And someone like might be after like super specific gameplay loop and how it does the controls, the physics of it and stuff. I forgot it's not there. But for me personally, I feel like the controls are not as responsive. They're a bit too floaty for my taste. It's not as snappy. But I still heavily respect what Super did for both the franchise and just gaming in general. Yeah. Most Metroid games take place in a cave. They usually... It's like an overworld, usually, like... Prime, a lot of it is like Fendrana is like open roof. Then you have Talon Overworld itself. And then Phase 1 Mines, that's like you're in underground facilities and stuff like that. Then there's Brio, there's Skytown. A lot of Metroid is like more exposed than you'd expect. Like, even here, there are quite a few areas that you can see the outside. It's really cool. Ow, I was in the perfect place to get hit by both of them. let's see where we're going. We're going this way. Shit. Yeah, voice being it doesn't use, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't use like text to speech like for Adam's voice. It is an actual voice actor. It's just heavily edited and filtered, because the reason why, I imagine anyway, why Tomodachi Life, for example, uses text to speech is because there's a lot of dialogue, and correct me if I'm wrong, but there's like text that you can put in that it reads. I could be wrong about that. I'm not sure. But with something like Adam, you don't need to do that. It's and I'm fairly sure that there is a credit somewhere of who performed it, and the voices are different based on region. Obviously, that's not like a smoking gun, but you know. Okay. Maybe Zebus just has lower gravity. It's got higher, funnily enough, as far as I'm aware. There's a lot of like weird math stuff with Metroid in general. Okay, so I'm gonna be a little hypocritical. This is the only thing in terms of like skewing stuff that I do. Now I just need to remember where it is, what the exact spot is. Am I even at the right point for this, actually, now that I think about it? I hope I'm at the right spot. Damn. Oh, right, yeah, that's the one bit that I was lacking. I used to do this so often. How have I forgotten it? Damn it. I will get this. There we go. There we go. Right, sweet. I can still do it. So yeah, I lied a little bit. That's the only sort of cheaty sort of sequence break I do. So yeah, I did remember it in the end. I just needed to get the right spot, because I knew it was to do with the lights. I just needed to find the exact point for it. Speaking of Mega Man, I've only played it like once, and even then it wasn't for too long. I should give it a go, a proper go. Also, the environments of this game, like I do quite like it. It's very very deep. I don't like with a lot of the tiles that it just fades to black, but like the actual environments themselves, I do like. Oh, it's a little bit of a problem. Whew. Oh, so yeah, watch the beams. Watch that one. It's yellow. And the, when I said earlier, the last one was green. Ow. Wave pseudos, we love to see it. Yeah, like, I don't know if I do it anywhere else or if there is another place you can do it, but that wave pseudo, that is the term for it. That is the one I do. Damn, is anyone reading my updates? I haven't been keeping track, I am sorry. If you're a biologist working on the BSL station from Fusion, what sector would you want to work in? The night one. The night sector. Like that or sector 1? Yemi is lonely, it just wants to cuddle with you. Don't. They are weapons of mass destruction. That is true. Yeah, we got it. It was in the break animation. Damn it. I didn't think it was actionable at that point. Never mind. Primal, do you know? Oh, that's fair. Primal. Have you posted a video explaining how a 190 centimeter tall girl can turn into a 40 centimeter ball? I literally just had. That's my last video, actually. And I am amazed I managed to actually parry that. Yeah, my latest video is talking about how the morph ball works. And people still misunderstand it, despite me literally spelling out. Not the first time. What is that? That's the light. Yeah, I am amazed I managed to parry it. Yeah, it did eventually get a cuddle. It took me a while to figure out how the like speed booster and like shine spark worked, like to its fullest extent. But goddamn, the speed boost and shine spark puzzles like that. So good. Yeah. Little flares like that are nice. Now do we go to Kraid? Ow. I'm gonna save and try and remember. Unfortunate primal. Keep sitting on it. I love the morph ball. Yeah, it's so iconic. Oh, go kick, King. Guess I go kick. We're gonna go up there, I'm pretty sure. And now we're gonna heal. Trigger lost assets with Care Lady. That is so sarcastic of Adam. I love it. Is there anything else we're kind of missing? We're gonna go over there actually. There's a lone missile that we can get. That's not a breakable. Sad. Yummy movement? Yeah. The movement in this game is... it's immaculate. I was kind of hoping that Dredd would explain Samus's current relationship with the Federation. Yeah, I would have liked a bit more of a, yeah, a bit more of a focus on that. I don't think we'll ever really get it, unfortunately. Ow. But I feel like she's not friends with them. But if the Federation point out, like, oh, there's a bounty and stuff like that, Samus will just do the mission for her own reason, not because it's a bounty for her, or a mission for her. And I think that is, like, the case with Dredd, because Adam was like, the bounty of the mission, like for the mission, it's not really worth the risk for how much you're getting. But Samus still did it because of the threat the X pose. Not for the money or anything like that. So, ow. So I feel like that's kind of how they'll go about it in future. Without overly explaining or exploring the idea that Samus and the Federation aren't really seeing eye to eye. First try. Yeah, she's never in it for the money. And I think this is like a point of no return? I could be wrong. So we're just going to hold off on that for a sec. Let's go through there. This needed power bomb, yeah. Okay. Probably the nostalgia, but I dislike the combat in this game. Even if Super is decades old, I prefer its combat. Really? That is a bit of a surprise to hear. Because the combat in this game, I find, is spectacular. It's super responsive, it's super rewarding and satisfying, whereas, and like dynamic as well, whereas Super, it's very one-dimensional, where it's like, it just becomes a bullet spam, a missile spam, and that's kind of it, and you just take the damage, whereas you get dealt so much damage in this, it's more, there's more incentive to avoid and move. That's just my take personally. Ow. Damn it. Ow. Ooh, just about. I need to remember what the sequence is for this. And I'm pretty sure that's another missile. It is. Here, you're that Metroid guy? I am. Alright, I need to get this on one rotation, because that guy's going to be a bit annoying. I've messed it up, I think. Yeah, I need 3 missiles, I believe. Yeah. Okay, he doesn't respawn. With Prime 3 both Samus and the Federation wanted Phazon dead, and from Federation Force to Super, both Samus and the Federation wanted the Space Pirate dead. The Federation, if they could help it, wouldn't have had the Phazon go, but for like the grander safety of like themselves, yeah, they had to. If they could have weaponized it more than they already did, they absolutely would have done more with it. Because they did it in the first place. Now I think we go... We're not going to go there, I don't think. Ow. And to go on to the combat again for Dread, like, I saw people say like this, the addition of this changed like how combat and stuff like that works in Metroid, like, and they usually mean it in a negative sense. I think it's a complete improvement, because now you're not having to fiddle with the like diagonal like matchup and stuff like that. Ow. The parry system, it's very fluid, if you can get it right. And yeah, I don't know, I feel... I don't know, I just personally find that Dread is like the best evolution for the 2D series. I will also like go on record and say that Other M's gameplay, theoretically, that is really how the 2D series should have become. But because obviously how bad Other M is, it's, you know, it's not how it is. Because Other M's gameplay is literally the 2D series, but just in 3D. Theoretically. And the combat in this game, even through cutscenes, it made sounds like so badass. Yeah. Like I said earlier, this is one of her best depictions. And, like, she's super capable. Biggest question regarding Metro Dread when will we get another sequel? We already know that its sequel is already at least in the concept phase of development. Because when Dread was, like, being shown off, they straight up said, we're working on concepting... I don't know why I said it like that. We're working on, like, concepts for, like, the next episode. From Yoshio Sakamoto himself. So... yeah, like, it exists. They're already thinking about it. Shit. So yeah, like, it's good to know that they're already thinking about what to do next. We're gonna play until we enemy, and that's it for today. Yeah, that's fair enough. Now I could have gone that a bit earlier, but meh. That is there, specifically to block. Ow. Let's see. OpenSea lost more of your content in feature. Thank you very much. 360 aiming makes combat feel way more engaging. It does. It's more connected. But yeah, thank you very much. I am working on analyzing the treehouse footage for Prime 4. There is a lot more there than I initially expected. Like, to be fair, that is like 15 or so minutes of footage. But little things I didn't think would be that notable, like, really are. Then at some point we're gonna go over Quadraxis after that. Oh, Robovia, thank you for subscribing, thank you. Ow. Yeah, Quadraxis, Alembic Cluster. Yeah, there's a lot in the works, and then at some point we are going to restart the review series. We're gonna go over there. We're just doing a lot of like collecting now. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like Prime 4 is going to be like duh, it's going to be a true sequel to like Prime 3 and like Federation Force, but it's going to have like, it's going to feel like a sequel that, when I say this, hope you get what I mean. It's the same way that like Dread is a sequel to Fusion, but like Fusion isn't so much a sequel to Super Metroid, like because it's that different, if that makes sense. It's gonna incorporate all the things that came like just before and like expand on it, and I look forward to it because it looks so good. We could go over there. I feel like we could. Ow. Oh yeah, you can't do it up. I forget about that. But that would be pretty nice at some point. What's your favorite boss fight in the entire series minus Quadraxis? Quadraxis is up there. I really like Proteus Ridley, personally. I know a lot of people like get up in arms about it, but yeah. I've never played other round. The bad reviews kind of ruined it for me. Yeah, the game ruined it. The Chai-Troid on your head is quite cute. Yeah. Like Chai, like drip. And like it's there for when he's like in the room and stuff like that in the background. Sweet. Of course. The only weak point of Dread is the music. Sorry, not sorry. No, that I completely agree. Like over time, I've grown to like some tracks, but the vast majority of the soundtrack is quite weak compared to other soundtracks in the series. I do appreciate that it's mostly original, that it's like all mostly original songs. But still, it's like overall pretty weak. No, I'm actually not gonna. I remember this bit being a bit tedious. We are going to go up here. I could have got that bomb on this like roundup. The missile, sorry. Yeah, what do you mean by restart the review series? Continue or redo the first shorts? Like just continue it because it's like kind of on hold at the minute. Like, and I wouldn't like to redo them anyway because it shows like the evolution of like both me and like my skill as like an editor and stuff like that. And you just see the evolution of the series and stuff like that. And my opinions about that stuff are largely the same. The only one I do have like I do have an opinion change on is the Omega suit from Fusion. And that's about it. Where to now? Because I quite like it. Like, I rated it a lot lower than I should have. But we're gonna save, just in case. Have you ever been so excited for a game that you dream about playing it? I've had dreams about playing Prime 4. Yeah, Prime 4 is definitely that game for me. I've even like dreamt of like games I have played, like just playing it. Like I've dreamt about playing like Sonic Adventure 2. I've dreamt about playing Echoes quite a few times. I've definitely dreamt about Melee as well. I like how heavy the arm cannon feels in this game, just from how Samus walks to her. Yeah, it has a lot of impact. I really like it. I feel like that is about all we need to do for now. We could go to Gavaran, which we will do. I think. Where would it be? There's that one. It would be about there. So yeah, we are going to go through the red elevator. Music is actually huge for me. With some games, it's 50% of the experience. Undertale wouldn't be as successful if only its gameplay carried it. For example, here in Dread, it's felt. Yeah, for me, music is like, for most people, music is like very paramount. Like speaking for me, whenever I remember a game, I remember like the music primarily, and especially how the music made me feel. Yeah. That's why it is disappointing that like Dread's music is quite weak. There are some good songs, but yeah. To go soon. Thank you for tuning in, Primal. You've been like really active. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Like Fusion, it still wasn't as good as Zero Mission. I do agree. Like I do like Fusion. It's very different compared to what came before, and even compared to Zero Mission, it is quite different. But yeah, Zero Mission overall is a much better game. We are going to go upwards because there's a missile that we can get there. We're also going to save just so we don't have to teleport over and over. I had a dream about raising Chow, probably because I fell asleep to Chow Garden while in Chow Garden last night. That's great. My brother was usually, because I'd usually play like the main game of Sonic Adventure 2, but my brother, he really liked the Chow stuff. We're gonna have to do some speed booster stuff here. Ow. I did it too early, like the wrong spot. Should have gone in the ball. I had the right idea though, I think. Okay, we're gonna do this again. Yeah, I'm surprised that Chow Garden isn't like an app on the phone and shit. Like, it sounds so obvious and like easy, but yeah, they just haven't done it. Where are you coming from? There we go. So this will take us to Gavran, and now we've got the backtrack route open. We can't get there. We could go all the way over there, but... that will open up a route. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll go there at some point. Have you played Sonic CD? I did. I personally didn't click with it. So, like, the 2D Sonic games, like, my first exposure to Sonic was, like, Sonic 1. I didn't enjoy it. I just straight up didn't like it. Then I played Sonic Adventure 2, and my life was different. I can play the 2D games now, but I definitely don't enjoy them as much. Dark Suit, my beloved. Yeah, it is a really good suit. Yeah, with Dread's music, it's an in-game soundtrack, if that makes sense. There are some soundtracks where you can listen to it outside the game and still have a great time, like Sonic music, even Metroid Prime music. Dread is very much for the game. Yeah, I'm glad that they're overall bringing back, like, early 2000s era of Sonic back into focus. Play Shadow Generations if you haven't. It's so good. And really, like, caters to that, that era. They even had a Chow Garden on GBA for Sonic Advance 1. Yeah, I never played Advance, funnily enough. Or maybe I played a little. I cannot remember. Like... my memory of it is that foggy. But, yeah. Yeah, Pulse Radar, and we still haven't beat Prade yet. Yeah, I don't think we can get that. Not yet, at least. Looking forward to Prime 4. My only concern is that it won't run as well as on Switch 2. I think it'll run perfectly fine on Switch 1. Because, like, we've seen footage of it on, like, Switch 1, and it runs completely fine. Like, it's 60 FPS. I didn't notice any dips. And any dips I would have seen in the first trailer, I think it's because of how, like, early in development it was. Because the next time we saw, like, that dip, it was gone. So yeah, I think the Switch 1 version is going to be completely fine. Like, you play through Remastered, that's about as good as it's going to be, and that is completely good. New suit in Prime 4 looks amazing. I can't wait to see the morphable version of that suit. Yeah, whoa, that'll be really cool. Yeah, OG Switch, it'll be fine. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I can't get that yet. Yeah, we'll go over there because there's 2 upgrades. Yeah, you're not going to get me this time. Yeah, so that's a power bomb bit. We're just going to ignore that. We're also going to save just in case. And looking at you play Dread is making me anticipate Metroid 6 more. Yeah, I feel like that'll be on the next anniversary of Prime. Because I think it's the 40th next year. The 40th anniversary for it. And, like, if there's ever a time to have a new 2D game, it'll be about then. They'll get your hopes up, but it would be nice. You good?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Because as well, like this game is now coming close to like, well, it's like 3.5 years old now, like since its release, and that is a decent amount of time. So I'm willing to say that it is entirely possible that, based on like the framework for like game development, next year Metroid 6 could be like officially announced, and then for like later in that year or something, it will be like released. Because Dread was 21, Samus Returns was 2017. And like, even in 21, we were already being told, hey, we're working on like the concept phase for like the next chapter of Metroid. So it's possible. It's weird that you can't grapple onto that while it's moving. Mostly played early Sonic games from when Sega still released consoles. Never played Sonic Adventure or the GBA games. GBA for me was mostly the Metro games and Mega Man Zero. Oh, Dreamcast, my beloved. Yeah, I played Sonic Shuffle, Sonic Adventure on there. I never played Adventure 2 on the Dreamcast. I always played Battle. And yeah, I never really had a Sega console besides the Dreamcast. Yeah, like the early Sonic is still like still a bit of a gray area for me. I heard something about Kraid being a species rather than the same one we saw on Zebus. I think we talked about this last time, where I think the interpretation is, like, there's a piece of artwork in Dread that sort of hints that it's a different Kraid, but, like, a member of the same species sort of thing. And I feel like that is the case. It's just called Kraid because, like, for obvious reasons, he looks more or less the same, just more grotesque. And it's like, that's marketable as well. No, we can't go through there yet. We're actually going to use the scan pulse for a sec. Yeah. Locking in. Coming up in 4, yeah, like, it's, I still remember when this game was being, like, revealed and stuff. Have you played Doom yet? I have. I love Eternal. I feel like it is one of the best shooters ever made. But for some reason, there's a lot of hate for it. Like, when it first came out, there was so much reverence for it, and then suddenly everyone just kind of turned on it. It's weird how that's happened, like, quite a few times now. With games I like. Like, it's happened with Frontiers as well. Sonic Frontiers. It's just weird. Ow. No. Oh, that's just to get rid of him. The closest that I've ever got to owning a Sega console was a bootleg NES that looked like a Mega Drive / Genesis with a 6-button controller. Bless. I've always liked the Metroid series, but I could never get into it fully because of the gameplay, and yet when Prime 4 got announced last year, I finally got around to learning the games and the lore. Yeah, so whenever I talk to like people that don't really either play or like Metroid all that much, I usually hear that it's like, oh, it's boring, so like, why do you play it, sort of thing. And the gameplay for me is a big part, because a lot of people do just look at gameplay and they see that it's like quite slow, and they see it's more it takes its time, and so like for a lot of people that is immediately like, oh, that's boring. That's why I feel like Dread and Prime 4 are going to do a lot for people, because it looks like, gameplay wise, it looks a lot more interesting, it's faster paced, it's more dynamic, and I think the fact that Dread is the best selling Metroid game ever is kind of a sign of that. It's not the only reason, but I feel like it's like the gameplay itself being a lot more, well, the combat and how you go about the world being overall more interesting has done a lot of wonders for it. And now we're gonna fight Kraid. Yeah, no worries, Primal. Happy to have you, and thank you for tuning in. Are there any bosses that you'd like to see return? I'd like to see the hunters from Hunters return, like more of them, but in like ways that both make sense and like justifies their inclusion, not just, oh, here they are again. Like with Kraid, it was a bit of an exception because he hasn't been in a game since Zero Mission, and even then that's a remake. So seeing him back in Dread, like, it's a, okay, he's not really had that much attention, and how they executed on Kraid, it's like, okay, fair enough, it justifies it. But as much as I like the Proteus Ridley fight, it does still come out of left field. And it kind of does, it does give the vibe of like, oh, we're just bringing Ridley back because people like Ridley. Ow. What was this? It's a bomb. I should have got this before. Yeesh. Alright, we're gonna deal with this bastard. One of the coolest cutscenes in the game. I know you. Sick. A lot of people have said that, like, Samus acted out of character there. Because, like, oh, she should always, like, treat enemies with respect and stuff like that. The thing is, she does. It's just because she knows Kraid and how he works, is why she's like, oh, I know you, so I'm going to be a lot more lax, because I know your pattern. It's Kraid's reaction that's interesting. Like, because Kraid feels like, and is acting like he's never seen Samus before. That is another, like, point of evidence to say, like, this is a different Kraid. we're also not going to do the strat just yet, because we're going to at least get a rotation. Now we're gonna do it. That's why, like, the devs of this game, like, you could get the flash shift early and the game rewards you for doing it. It's so cool. Remember when this guy was difficult? Nah. Funny. When Metroid 6, do you think? Late 26. Because in 2026, that's Metroid's 40th anniversary. We'll at the very least hear about it, I think. Because that year is also Zelda's anniversary. So I feel like Zelda will get the priority, if there is going to be anything for Zelda, and then Metroid will come in. Probably in 87, because that is when... 87? 27, because that is when America got... well, the rest of the world got Metroid. And Metroid is largely liked in the West and stuff. So I could see them, like, catering to, like, the Western audience for that. Oh yeah, that's the room. We'll go out there for a sec. Diffusion Beam, hello? Diffusion Beam was in Fusion, right? Yeah, it was. I know it was in Other M as well. I just wasn't sure if it was first introduced in Fusion. Diffusion Missiles, that's right, okay. In that case, Diffusion Beam is one of the better things that Other M has, like, introduced that got repurposed. Yeah, we're gonna go up here. Ow. Get that. Because now the game's really opening up. Like, once you... It seems to me that, like, once you get the Varia suit, like, the game is just open now. Like, it's like that for Prime and this. And even, Super Metroid. And, you know what? We are gonna go through the teleporter. Oh, is it? Okay.
1 minute.
Okay. Okay, thank you for the time update. Fusion and diffusion missiles, yeah. I'll see, this creative fight is a top 3 for me from this game. It is a really good one. Did not know about the flash shift? Dang. Yeah, that's why I wanted to grab it. I love doing that. It's when he's, like, in the unavoidable attack that you can interrupt it with that. It's my second Metroid game, the first being Super Metroid? Yeah. This game was a lot of people's first Metroid. What's your favorite upgrade in 2D Metroid? Mine is the screw attack. This game's speed booster. Like, it is so good. And now we are going to go to that save station because we'll be streaming for about 3 hours, which is about when I want to, like, call it and stuff. Because now my throat is starting to hit a little bit. But next time we will get the speech. Ow. Okay. But I think there are a couple things we can grab here. Yeah, so we've opened that up. Yeah, there's a thing up here that I usually do forget about. For Prime, I feel like the double jump and bombs is what opens it up. Yeah, the double jump especially, and boost ball. So yeah, we're gonna now go to the save room, and we will go through the speech next time. Yeah, it's right here. All right. So we got pretty far. We did a lot. There is even a chance that we could even finish it next time. Finish the entire game. Okay. Let's double save just in case. I wonder if Metroid Dread could be turned into a show of sorts. Yeah. I feel like that would be, if a show were to happen, or like an animated series, it should be like an update to the Metroid manga. Yeah, we did a lot. Awesome. Yeah, like the loading times, like for me, even when first playing this game, the loading times were a bit of a slog. Yeah. So I do hope that, like, if a Switch 2 version of Dread comes out, it is, it's, like, the cutscenes are in, like, 60 FPS, and the loading times are overall better, the shadows are better, etc., and resolution, of course. Oh, Other M is your first Metro game. You okay? Okay.
Hmm?
You okay?
Yeah, I just have to come back into your chat and say it's been 0 minutes.
Play the games in timeline order for the first time. Like Zero Mission, then Prime 1, then Prime Hunters, and I enjoyed my time with every one of them. The worst ones were just good. I do enjoy playing in release order sometimes. Just so you like feel the evolution of the games. Yeah, there is a Metroid manga. It's like, if you just look it up, you'll find it. Yeah, we did pretty well. We are just about to hear from, I can't remember what the like fan name is, but Quiet Robe. Bald Egg, I think it is, or Flat Egg. NES Metroid was my first. I never got into the series until Super, though. The first is too janky for me. Yeah, the first one is like rough to come back to. But yeah, we are going to call it there. It has now officially been over 3 minutes. 3 hours. Yeah, brain scramble. So yeah, we are going to call it there. Next time, if Chai's up for it, we will be streaming Dead Space. And if not, then I'll play the rest of Dread. It'll either be on Friday or Saturday. It's like one or the other. You're not completely washed. Yeah, we got there in the end. I did a little sequence break. Yeah, W stream. Yeah, it has been a hot minute since we played Dread. So, and it's cool to not have the stream completely die. So yeah, I'm gonna stop that recording. See if there's anything fun to pick out. Yeah, to pick out. There we go. Hope you and Chai have a good day. Yeah, we will. Yeah, thank you very much. So yeah, thank you very, very much for tuning in, guys. I know it was a bit like last minute. But yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.